shoulder blades and your shoulder blades and Val's shoulder blades. That might be a mobile artifact, not a. Okay. Were you on? But you do not see white pixels sticking out,
All right,
right?
let's see if my mic works. Let's check my settings.
Okay, I'm going to drop a picture of that on
voice.
Discord,
Let's
I
see.
think. I'm on
Let's see if
mobile
my voice
Discord
is
too,
working.
and I'm
Let's check
pushing
my
the
mic.
envelope in
I
the
want
true
to see
spirit
if my
of
voice is working.
VR exploders. So
Microphone,
do I
webcam.
drop
Let's see
it
if
on
it's
the
working.
It's
general
working.
Okay.
channel?
Okay.
How do I send you guys? How do I?
How are you guys?
Chat. Hello.
Hi, Bethany. We hear you.
Yay.
Hit the plus
Okay.
button and then it says upload.
General chat. Okay.
I think that no, we are in the
We have-
VR Exploders chat.
Where am I then? Well, I'm under the. Oh, I see it. I got it. Never mind.
I can't seem to move outside of my bubble here. I'm sort of stuck.
Try double clicking.
I can't either.
Double click.
Yeah,
double
that's
clicked.
That's because you're sitting. You need
Oh,
to
stand up.
look down at the bottom. There's a chair. Click on that and you'll stand up.
Okay, for whoever is interested, look in the VR Exploder text chat, and I just sent a screenshot of what I'm seeing in mobile.
Wow. Look at those white
Yeah,
things
no.
sticking out like
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah, no, we aren't seeing that.
No.
I figured there was something about shadow avatar as an option in when I was setting up my frame today.
When I was in the room by myself, I could see myself. Now I can't.
Who said that? Sue?
Sue Moon.
I think you can change the. Let's see here. How do we
Double-
do that? It's the
Double clicking
let
doesn't
me see,
seem to
camera
work.
mode. Camera mode. If you
Yeah.
turn on camera mode, you can see yourself.
I can't though. I click it and nothing happens.
Me too.
Do you?
I'm
do you
sitting. I
have-
can't get up from sitting.
So at the bottom, there's this little chair that's green and that
Oh.
looks like a.
Thank you. I'm an idiot.
Where's the chair?
The chair and
Where-
your toolbar. Click on the
In the
chair.
I don't-
toolbar at the bottom.
There's oh.
Is
And
that
then
what
when
that
you
is?
there's a camera mode too down there, a little camera.
Ta-da. Am I
Click on
moving
that.
now?
Yes.
Sue Moon, yeah.
Yes.
Sure, Simon.
If you click on the camera mode and it turns blue, then you can see yourself. It's third person.
Okay, I can't see myself even though it's blue, but I can look around and move.
I think it might be your avatar. It might be, they might not allow the.
But I'm not Ready Player One anymore, am I? Am I still Ready
Yeah, you
Player
are.
One? Oh, I changed it. It didn't let me change it. I changed it.
But Sue doesn't have a body. The rest
You
of us
have to
Yeah,
save.
I
You have to
changed
save
it.
it. If you
Oh, I thought I
change it up-
had. Okay, I'll try again. I thought I had.
I do like that
I
you can
believe you.
left click on the ground and then cam around to see yourself. They still don't have this functionality in hubs.
No.
Yeah.
I'm having fun using the mobile interface with the little. What do you call that dot that slides inside of a big circle?
Oh, that thing. That's what Spatial has. I don't know what you call it, but it's a pain. It's hard to get used to at
No,
first.
all of the apps have it. The ScienceSpace mobile does that a couple years ago, and Pocket City 3D uses it. I get used to it. You drag your finger on the screen to look left and right, and then you push the circle inside the big circle forward, backward, left, and right.
So, Callie, look down at the bottom of your screen. There's a line of tools. Click on the chair, and you will you will stand up. I don't understand why everybody is
You come in on
being
seated.
seated.
Yeah. Hey,
That's weird.
did anybody have trouble? Did you all have to make accounts? Because Bill emailed me and he's not coming. He tried, Marie, to create an account using Firefox. He tried
There.
Edge. He tried Chrome. He could not. I told him to post his problem on Discord on the Frames developers because he could not create an account. He kept getting an error message. I think all of us already had accounts, right?
Oh, you think that's it?
That's what his email he just sent this morning. He said when he said he emailed us saying, "Hey, I can't create an account." And then I said, "Well, try another thing." And I said, "Browser-based always seems to work on Firefox, doesn't it? Try that." He said, "Well, Firefox failed. I hope you have a good tour." So,
Oh, weird.
yeah. So I said you should submit those to the Frame people because who is anybody here? Did anybody have to create an account, or do you all had a Frame account already?
I made one a long time ago, but I've never really used it. So I can't.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I had one already.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
I had one, but my rooms, I can't get to my rooms anymore. They won't let me into my rooms. And I couldn't do it on Chrome. I had to come in on Microsoft Edge. Chrome wouldn't let me come in for some reason.
Really?
Oh, I did it on Chrome.
Yeah.
I'm on
I'm
Chrome.
on Chrome. I'm on Chrome too.
Huh.
That's very strange.
Yeah, it was real strange.
It must be like I had to like clear my cache and do a whole bunch of stuff with Chrome because Chrome was blocking me from doing absolutely everything that I normally do. And then once I cleared my cache and got rid of the cookies and stuff, it worked again. So that might be the issue too. And also if you have like all those I wonder if that
streaming not working.
if you guys have like these what do you call them, security add-ons on your like ad block and all that kind of stuff that can also interfere with some of these sites.
So I have another avatar, and I can move. I can sort of see myself, but it's so close up, it's giving me a headache. I can't back up. But that's all right.
Are you sitting again by mistake?
I don't think so. Oops, now I am. Okay, no, I'm standing. And I can walk. I just am very close to myself.
So turn the camera on and off. Try that.
Okay, it does turn on and off now, but I'm still very close to myself. That's all right. It's an improvement. I could just back the camera up. That would be nice. Oh well.
Funny how we all look exactly the same. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
it's not.
That looks pretty different.
Just because I found a dress. It's like, but there's not very many options.
No, and I think all the I don't know, but you'll realize that you don't have a neck, which is kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
So
is
if you have like your hair up, it looks really bad. So everybody puts their hair down.
let's see.
So they're doing exactly the same. So I don't know if you guys have realized this, but what they've done is they've incorporated a lot of the Verbella stuff in here.
Yes.
Right?
It does feel
more
very much like Verbella. Yeah.
And so, for example, if one of us goes far away, you'll notice I don't look like myself anymore. I'm just like a little blob with a head.
Yeah, I saw that with sidearm several times.
Yeah, if you're in the distance, you just see sort of a gray outline. You still look like you, but I'm gonna see if I go away and just double click and you run.
You just turn
Oh,
into
yeah.
like a silhouette of yourself.
Yeah,
Oh, funny.
And they've had that in Verbella since the beginning.
Yeah, you guys
then-
are all grayed out over there.
Different colors, but still just like a block with a circle on it. So this is one of the new builds, and so if you do not pay for Frame, you get three free rooms.
Hey, Pat.
Yay!
Pat's here.
Test.
Oh, she's not in. We should tell her she's. Let me tell her. Hey, Pat. Whoops. Hey, Pat. We're in Discord for voice.
So, Marie, do you know if I'm assuming Frame is still owned by Virbela, right?
It is. It is. Yeah.
Okay. And so it would make sense that they're using everything they can from Virbela,
Exactly.
I feel.
Does anybody hear Pat
Yeah.
talking? She's.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
it said she was talking in World. I think she just turned her.
Yeah. Does she know we're in Discord?
I put it in chat.
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, you have to go up there and click on chat, or you don't really realize it's there. Yeah.
And Marie, do you know if Virbela is where they're at financially now compared to when they started up? When they first started up, the first year, they had tons of announcements and victory declarations about how they were the number one. But I tried looking them up recently, and I don't see, any media online hype anymore.
Yeah, I don't. Their focus is definitely enterprise, and maybe some universities, because I believe Stanford has the business school in Stanford has their own island. That they
Yeah,
take
because
classes in.
Stanford was original with the developer of Virbela,
Uh-huh.
but I don't see any enterprise hype either. Hi, Pat.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, it's been a long time.
Nice to see you, Pat. You might want to turn your mic off in World.
Okay. Got it.
Hooray! We're all
So-
here.
So if you wanna get up from being seated, Pat, at the bottom on that thing, the bottom like toolbar, just click on this little seat, and there you go.
Okay. Very good. I was wondering why I was stuck. Oh, the avatars do look better.
We were just saying they look like they totally look like more like Virbela, right?
Yes.
File
Yeah,
library.
exactly.
Oh, I want to add a model. Add an asset. Let's see.
So one other thing that you will notice about Frame is that the environments now are a lot bigger than they used to be. So this one here that we're in. Okay, so wait, to answer Sight's question, I'm not sure. I haven't heard a lot about Virbela lately. I took my class in there last summer, and they had completely changed the builds and added some, cute stuff like being able to drive a boat around and that kind of stuff. But I actually haven't heard much, and I don't know. Maybe Pat knows if they're still doing some of the conferences there.
No, we're back for that info that was using it. We are back to San Diego in person this year. So last year and through COVID, it was a good option, but they don't seem to be doing anything with it now.
So, who's playing around here?
The tree is
That's me.
pulled down.
That's Val. I'm just editing a tree just to see how you do it.
I tried to
That's
add-
interesting.
Where's my coffee? Oh, there it is. I was like, why is my coffee not showing up?
This is interesting. You said that, Marie, this is your area, but the others are freely able to add
That's
items to here.
Because you can't add because it's I think it's a thing that I set up to allow my students to do stuff.
Okay.
Okay. I wanted just in general to know. Thanks.
I forget how to edit. Like, I want to move my coffee, and I'm looking through the. This
Oh
works
yeah,
different-
yeah.
it
You
works
gotta
different
you
than,
gotta get to the edit. It's
yeah.
down
the
at the
edit.
bottom of the screen. The pencil. The pencil is the
Oh,
edit.
you're
to
right.
it.
There you go. Thank you. Forget all these little details, like this place versus
Well,
that
it's
place.
very different than it was.
This is a gigantic cup of coffee.
But you can
scale it down.
scale it down.
Let's see. That original
I don't know. I think
size-
it's appropriately
Oh,
sized. Looks like
I-
a good sized cup to me.
I just,
Yeah,
I
I
just,
always get an extra large, but I'd prefer that size if they give it to me.
Why is it blinking? Do you see it? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
I can toggle it over to original size, and it makes it much. Well, it did make it smaller. There's a little bit of lag in here.
How many of us are in here?
8.
2, 4. Okay. Is that the maximum? That might be.
That's what it said when I came in, is that the max is 8.
You have,
Oh.
you have like.
Yeah, I was the last person in, I think. It said 1 slot left or something.
Yeah.
Add a link. Let's see. I'm going to link this to Starbucks. This is interesting. It says I can add a link.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that you can link freely like that in World and link to whatever you want.
Yeah.
I did that a lot when we were building out the Reading Nation waterfall room for Dr. Chow.
Yeah, set a web link. So I'm putting. I haven't worked in here in a while, so I forget what it's like. Open in a new tab, set a web link.
That's something I wish Hubs would let us do. Like link
Yeah.
easier like that to whatever we want to link to. And you can do it, but it's not as. I don't think it's as user friendly.
So, Callie, if I followed you, you used Frame for Reading Nation Waterfall?
Yeah, for one project that Dr. Chow wanted to make. So Bethany made the room, and then I added the content.
Okay.
In Frame. It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
I don't see where to add the website link though. I'm saying add a link, web link. Oh, the link gets pasted in here. The interface to me seems a little weird. So okay, I've added a link to that. To the
It's
coffee.
definitely different, but I think once you get used to it, it's pretty easy.
So it doesn't hover over the coffee. If you guys hover over the coffee, do you see a link? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I don't want to
I'm
open
not
that.
seeing a link.
See, it doesn't say you have to click on it though, but it doesn't put a hover
Wait,
text and
yeah.
say, "Hey, you can go to a website here." But if you click on that cup of coffee, it should send you to Starbucks.
Nope.
Test,
Nope.
test,
No?
I
test.
get.
Can't
No.
interact with it.
Well, that's weird. Hold on.
Mm-mm.
I'm edit.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't
seeing
see
the
the
text
link.
already. Yeah, we don't see
I've
the text
added a
already.
link. Open in a new tab. Let's see the information. Embed overlay will open as an iframe overlay in the bottom left-hand corner. Not all sites can be embedded. Check your link.
When I click edit, Bethany, and I look at what you've done, I don't see the actual link in the
Oh.
link spot.
All right, hold on.
It didn't save it for some reason.
Okay, I've added it again. Add a link, set the web link, and stop editing. Boom. If I click on it,
Now it works.
oh,
It works
okay.
now.
But it doesn't.
If you click on it, it pops up with a thing that says open link. Like, do you want to open this link and go to this page?
yeah,
So
but,
yeah, it works.
but you don't see any indication that the object has content in it, right? It should have a little hover text like
Yeah.
click here to go to Starbucks or something.
And I can't seem to do anything with it.
Really?
Maybe it's below it, and because it's on the table, we can't see it. Like it's inside the other model.
Let me
I don't know. I'm
see.
just wondering.
I'm gonna raise it up.
I can't interact with it either, Marie.
No, I don't see a link.
You guys,
If you just click
left
on it,
click
nothing pops up.
No.
No,
No.
clicking
I just
all
kept
over it.
spontaneously walking all of a sudden. That's not what I
Bye.
asked you to do.
Bye. See ya.
Oh!
Have a good time.
I
Oh,
got the link.
Okay, now
Got
coming
the
back to
link.
it.
I'm in Starbucks.
That's
I got the
funny.
link.
oh, okay.
I'm in Starbucks.
How did you do that?
What
How
I
did you
did was I walked up to it, okay, and I had to make sure that my edit button wasn't on because I was on edit.
Yeah.
And I click on it, and all of a sudden it says, "Would you like to open this link?" And then I clicked green, open link, and it took me to the
Oh,
Starbucks menu.
Okay, I got it now too.
So
Maybe
I would
you just
look
have to have the
closer.
edit button turned off.
Yeah, edit button needs to be turned off.
But my edit button is turned off, so maybe if I turn it on and off. Oh, that's
yeah.
really strange. Okay, so I
Yep,
turned it on
that's
and off, and now I have a little hand showing that I can click on it.
Maybe it's like because it needed to update or something. You know, it needed a
That's
second.
good to know.
There is a little bit of lag, I think, in here.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But it doesn't have a pop-up like when I click to edit it, my object, I don't see an option for a I don't see an option to see. Now I can make it small. That's the original size. I'll stick that on the table. Is that right? This is
Yeah, and
kinda
I can
hard.
still click on it.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm in editing mode right now. I can't even see it because I made it the original size.
Bethany, what do you think the notification
Yes.
link is?
I don't.
Do you think maybe that would
um,
show a something? You know what I mean?
Oh, don't do that. I'm trying to click on it. Hold on. It's so small now. Notification link. Oh, you're right. Probably. Let me try it. What kind of notification? Text. Thanks, Callie. I'm an idiot.
Sure.
Click here to go to Starbucks.
That's they've expanded the options for links, so I've never seen the notification link before. Those are new.
Oh,
So
but then it takes away the web link. That's not good.
Could you put the
This will let the owner of the frame know that you're here.
That's weird. No, but I specifically said, no, I'm not interested in setting an email. Oh, it's sending me a text. I put my phone number. That's kind of cool, you guys.
That's kind of cool,
So
though, yeah.
I can set a notification link. If you click on that object, it will send me a text to my phone. That's what the phone number is. I don't want to do that. I want the web link back to Starbucks. So
At least we
I'll
learned
set the
something
web
new.
link.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
one of the things that I wanted to show you guys, like that's that. Okay, so this is persistent. So if we were to go out and come back in a week, all this stuff would still be here. So
If
that's
I
good.
Pinned it, right? I'm not sure if I pinned
No,
it.
you don't have to pin it. You don't have to pin it. It's
Really?
just here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to like pin anything.
My room is still
Lock-
here from a
lock
couple of
position.
years ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have to lock stuff. Like, if I disappear, I think that cup of coffee is going to disappear. I didn't lock it in position. I'm gonna respawn, and I'll bet you that cup of coffee disappears.
We'll see.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still there, and I can still click on it.
Unless
and
there's
open
a
the
lag.
link.
Nope, I'm gonna go away.
No, it's still there.
Really?
It's still there. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
the coffee.
I think the
Oh.
lock just means it makes it so that you don't accidentally move it. Like once you have it set where you want it,
Oh.
then the lock makes it so you can't oh shoot, I clicked on the wrong thing and flung it,
And
to
it's like-
the other
And
side
it's
of the
really
space.
annoying. Yeah, when I do stuff in spatial, I always lock the thing in place
Yeah.
because I accidentally pick things up and throw them across the room.
100%.
Oh, cool. Wow.
So yeah, it's persistent. That's that's kind of nice.
That is cool.
I don't know what there must be some kind of a limit on the number of things that you could bring in, but they've done something that allows these spaces to be giant now. So I don't know if you guys if you walked around or not, but there is this is set up again for learning, teaching and learning or business things. So you have here a place with a bunch of screens. You can add very easily. You can add, some kind of image or a video or something, a web browser even. Who can use this? Anyone? Create the browser. So I just added a browser here, and now it's showing up at on the frame main page.
Oh, that's cool. We could all do that. So I'm gonna add something
Yes.
on this one. Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's nice that
Yep.
it's. I think we can do this though, Callie. In hubs, we can set up these frames in a scene that let people cast a web page.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever,
can.
Right. Yeah.
But then there's also they have a lot of these tools that are set up for business and for teaching. I hate the way I walk. Do you guys notice?
Yeah.
How you walk?
How your body bobs but your head doesn't move.
Yeah.
Very weird. But that's because you don't have a neck. Your head's not
Oh,
connected. So
I
why
know.
would your head move?
I know, it's really funny.
You know what?
But there is
Marie, it
Go
tells
ahead.
me if I want to add a web browser to this frame, you have to be an owner or an admin to add this.
I just
Mm.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Where are you? I can
the
change
big
the
conference
permissions on that. Where are you?
Because I'm wondering, can I add an image or
Oh, I just saw a thing. Yeah.
add an image? Oh, and it's letting me add an image. Hold on a second. I'm going to. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Like, gosh, I don't want to browse my computer, but
Oh, you can only have one browser in a
oh,
frame at one time.
it let me add an image.
It lets you add an image
Cool.
because there's already a browser. You can only have one browser at a time.
Oh,
That makes
that's
sense.
interesting. That's an interesting limit. So we can,
Yeah.
so everybody else can upload pictures, or you could upload.
A video if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everybody should try and add stuff to a frame.
All right, I added to one.
But having only a limit to only one person can add a web page, that's weird. That's a weird limit, don't you think?
Yeah. But look at this. You can add a PDF.
Yeah, that's
PDF?
yeah. There's a lot of things you can add, like click and let me see what it says.
Oh, there isn't my PDF file size is 26 megabytes, exceeds maximum allowed of 9.54 megabytes. So, like I couldn't put my slides in here if I wanted to.
Oh, really? They're too big?
No.
You could
It's
just-
my slides is 26 megabytes, and this only you cannot not even do 10 megabytes.
If you saved it as a PDF, would you be able to upload it and then people could?
That's
click
what
on
I'm
it and
saying.
follow through?
I was
The
just
PDF
now.
too big.
I was trying to add a PDF. I said PDF, and then I went to browse, and I was looking at my slides for module 1, and it told me it exceeds the maximum allowed of 9.54 megabytes. So I can't, like, I couldn't have my class in here because my slide set's too big in PDF.
Oh, Pat's picture's not on the wall here. Pat's picture for the Sherlock exhibit. Is this yours?
Nope. Yeah, it's hanging there somewhere.
It didn't go onto the wall.
No, it didn't.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
that's weird.
I dragged it. I tried dragging it.
I wonder if I can move it for you. Ooh, I can.
I'll try it.
I think this is neat that we can all, if you click the edit button, you can edit other
other
people's content, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
going inside. Yeah, I was trying to move it over.
There we go.
You're doing a better job. Good job.
Yeah, doing that on purpose because again, I bring my students into this space and let them see how easy it is to do stuff, get up and running pretty quickly because it's one of the platforms that they're allowed to use to create. And in fact, I've had one student do a whole CPR exhibit in Frame.
Now, how do you add the link? I didn't see that.
I'm going to click on edit. I'll let you do this, Pat, but if you click on edit, the pop out on the left-hand menu, add a link. There's a button. You can click add a link, so I would totally do that. Although you can spawn your room in here.
I don't see edit though.
Oh, the edit is the pencil
Bottom.
icon in the toolbar at the
Pencil?
bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, the pencil.
Okay, so I got that.
But it's weird that so if you guys hover your mouse over things like the coffee cup, if you try and hover your mouse over the books on the tables over there, there's nothing. You just see your little cursor like there's nothing there. You have to actually hover your mouse like over the coffee cup, and it'll change to a little hand which lets you know there's a link in it. So it's too bad that it doesn't produce a little pop up like a little hover text. You know what I mean? And there wasn't.
And I
an
feel like
option
it
to add
used to. I feel like it used to. That's what's weird.
Yeah, because
I feel like it did in the other room. I'll have to go look.
yeah,
now.
in our
Maybe it
other
didn't.
room, I felt like there was you definitely knew to interact with the content.
Yeah. It's interesting.
By the way, Callie, you can add a link,
Mm-hmm.
spawn a link into the other room in here.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I linked to iSchool Hubs on my picture that I put up.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I'll go check that out. That's cool.
So I was just wondering, I was trying to look here to see, there's this thing called frame.io, and I keep going there by mistake.
I did this morning too.
Why is this? Oh, it's driving me crazy.
But I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so,
Nope. Oh, I'm having a weird glitch, you guys. I'm stuck. I have this link is open. I keep clicking nope. I don't want to go there, and I keep clicking on it, and I'm stuck. Ooh, this is very odd.
Oh,
I'm glad I'm recording all this. No. All right, I'm gonna click to open the
Okay.
link. There's the link. Okay. Also,
My
this is-
picture will take you to my Vacara frame from a couple years ago now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I think you can
so that-
spawn. You can spawn a link though to that in world using chat. How do we do that? Let me
I don't
see.
know. I just made a link.
I think
It
it's a
says
teleporter.
frame link thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a teleporter. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So you could do, you know, just like check out all these other
Yeah.
frames.
Now I have to go back though. Shoot. Yes, I'm here with you, but how do I go?
Pat, there's two of you in here.
To me?
Yeah, come over here. Follow me. I hear you in world. I'm standing in front of you, and there you are over on the other side. I love this.
I started here first, so I had this on as well as the other one at the same time.
You're
Oh,
there's two of you.
Now I could see me.
Yeah, isn't
Well,
that weird?
maybe that's the only way I could see my avatar is
No,
by being here twice.
No, you should be able to left click on the ground and cam around.
Object next to you.
Oh yeah.
You're literally two of you right here. That's so funny.
Well, I don't know. How do
I
we?
see you, two of you too.
Maria, I'm totally having flashbacks to the time we had like 14 of you.
Oh, that's fun.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Footage of that.
Okay, so maybe I can go. I'm here.
I think you have to close this browser window, Pat. Like you probably have two. You do have two of them open, but it's very weird that it lets you be logged in
Al
multiple
Okay.
times.
Fine.
Like
All
Hubs
right,
doesn't
I
let you
closed
do that.
it.
Yeah.
Now I'm only one in here.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's my so I'm in the other space and I'm in
This
the
space.
other one, this space. So now there should be two of me in Pat's space.
Somewhere.
Are there two of me in Pat's space now?
No.
Yes.
Yes, there are.
One just came in.
See, that's so weird. Hubs doesn't let you do that. It automatically closes the other room. It won't let you be in two rooms
Yeah.
at the same time.
Now, how do we get back unless we make an
Oh.
actual link to the other one?
My
I'll put
space
the link
is
here.
still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't get there before. It would not let me. I think it's because I was in Chrome. Yeah, because now I went right to it. Okay, and so I'm in twice too. Okay.
So we could be a crowd.
Where's
All by ourselves.
There's not two of me, is there? Because I'm in both rooms.
No, in Vacara, I only see two of Marie now.
Okay.
And I
But
don't see you in the room at all, Val. In my room. I don't see you in my room.
And I'm in the look at what Val did VR Exploders. That's so cool with the text. Did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I'm not in the other one, so.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. But it's very strange you can be in more than one location at the same
Yeah,
time.
that is.
Yeah. Yep.
But
So let me put the URL into the chat, Pat. So if you want to come back here.
Yeah, I'm back in yours now. I just went
Oh.
to the URL from my calendar.
Val has a pink laser coming from her forehead.
yeah, that's
I can't get rid of it.
Get a
I
picture
got
of
that
that.
on there.
I have it on.
Wait. Get a picture of that.
I
I
totally
don't
have
know
this
what
on
it is.
video. I have this on video.
It's like I'm.
She's got the laser beam coming out of her
And it's-
head.
It's beaming to what I made. It's beaming to my text over there,
Oh.
VR Exploders.
Oh,
So
wow.
like I'm walking.
You
So I
look
don't know
like
why.
you have an evil eye.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
get rid of it but it's like I'm walking towards it, and maybe if I go all the way up to it, I can get rid of it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was something to do with the text editor got stuck on me.
Oh, I got that picture. I got the picture though. So
Hey, guys, can you hear me? This is Sidearm.
I
Yes.
said,
Okay, I need to mention a couple techie issues. First of all, I am, as I mentioned, using everything mobile, Discord and VR, framevr.io. For some reason, Discord stops using voice activity, and I have to use push to talk, which means I cannot be in VR at the same time as I am in Discord. So I'm just noting on the side.
oh.
The second thing is that in the mobile view, there is no pencil icon. So There's no, all there is there's a basketball at the far right that looks like it plays a game. So I don't know if that means you can or cannot edit in the mobile mode. I know I could, I don't remember if I used to edit in the old version or not. Third, I verify I have my old rooms still. In fact, I got an email an hour ago saying Val was in my room. Did I want to go there and look? So I figured Val must have logged in early, and that was a default location. Four, thank you, Marie, for having us go to framevr.io, which, as far as I know, has been the URL forever of this platform. Even though FrameVR is also a registered trademark of a completely different company that Gabe tells me he's not worried about, at least as of 2 years ago.
Wait a minute.
So
Gabe,
FrameVR
yeah.
is also used with another piddly little company somewhere. I don't know if it's registered or not.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fifth, I'm going to have to leave here because my finger's getting a cramp holding the push to talk button down. Just kidding. But I would like to put a vote in, if there are such a thing, that we do visit Roblox, like I think Val suggested
Yeah.
in a recent email, because reasons. So
Yeah.
I'm lifting my. I'll hang out a little more, but I won't be speaking. But I'm listening to all of you chatting away.
Yeah.
Over.
No,
Are
I
you
said-
on the phone? Sidearm, what? You said you're on a mobile, on a phone? What are you using?
I'm using an Android, a Galaxy super ultra duper duper thingy, and with the Discord Android app and the Frame VR coming in on Chrome.
So a thingy, is it an iPad kind of thing?
No, it's a you know what it's a smartphone.
It's a smartphone. Okay. All right.
It's like the wide body. When Apple said nobody will buy wide smartphones, like
Right.
well, and now they sell them all the time. So yeah, so you can use it landscape or portrait. I'm staying in portrait at the moment, but I can move around with the navigator controls. I can edit my profile, edit my avatar, edit room. Well, haven't tried editing rooms yet. So yeah, over.
I second that, Sidearm. I want to go to Roblox as well.
We just have to figure out how to use it. We have to figure out how to use it. I've been in there. When I went in there, I was surrounded by children, and it felt really bizarre.
Yeah, my grandson is in there all the time, and we have stock in it. So if you want to go there, good. We'll go there.
Pat, your mic's on.
The best place I found is
My motives are
the
purely
community-
mercenary and entrepreneurial, Marie.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying.
That I'm sure there's a way to work around entering children's rooms, because we've experienced that before.
Yes, and there are a few educational spaces, not that many, but the computer history place has some educational content. There are a few places.
The other thing
I am so stuck in edit mode.
The other thing we want to do, you guys, that I want to mention now is we're thinking for one of the future VR Exploders, we'd like to have 4 different people who are VR Exploders that have a virtual space that they use, and do a tour, bounce from one space to another. So, if one of you says, oh, hey, we want to go here, somebody else says, let's go to this platform. If you already have something built that you work with or work with your students, we should put out an email about that. Marie, we talked about that, but
Right.
Just putting it out there, if you have something that you want to, that would be kind of interesting for us to compare, like jump from frames to spatial to, something completely different that we've been to. Like if you've got something cool in Engage or whatever, not Engage. Did I say that out loud?
I've got something cool in Mind Test.
You do. So that could be one.
I've built a whole library there. I've built a library quest.
I love that.
It's so fun.
Well, so it would be like basically, I think doing 4 different locations, which would be a very fast bounce from one place to another. Maybe that's too much. Maybe we should just do 2. But we were thinking like, okay, yeah, let's jump into the mind test and go see Val's, and you give us a quick tour, like here's this and it works like this, or I like it because it does this and that with students or whatever, and then like go to another location and somebody else says, here's my space, this is what my students have built, blah blah blah. That's just something that we might do in the future.
I think
I
it
guess
sounds fun.
I would be interested, Marie and Bethany, if you and others updated your list of criteria for platforms to evaluate and visit. For example,
Ooh,
I know you said it had to work with the VR headset and it had to work with the keyboard, and now I'm coming in on mobile on purpose because I'm looking at can it work with mobile and how well, and that's whether that's yeah. And then the other thing that I'm personally interested in is can you co-creatively build there, which you already mentioned, and today you guys did. Somebody put something out and somebody else moved it around, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the new survey that we have kind of addresses that. But one of the things I want to do more in our VR Exploders outings is we tend to just come in here and play around and look around and talk, which is great. Right. But I kind of think we should start going back to these platforms and going, okay, let's act like educators and say, this is the things we have to do. Where's the accessibility? Text at each other, friend at each other. Can you private message? Can you? Everybody needs to import something like at the same time, right? We all need to go. I can import a cat model. I can import a picture, and that should be part of what we're answering. Can you collaboratively work together? But I agree with you, Sidearm, that mobile. It's not on the. We haven't prioritized mobile, but it should be a question. We're trying to keep the questions.
Let me add a little motivation to that and build on what you're saying, Bethany. I used to scoff at mobile, but for a year and a half, I've been playing two really engaging games. One's called Pocket City, and the other's called Rail, Deck 11 Rail. And the new version of Pocket City, you build a city like the old Sim City, and then you frickin' walk in it as an avatar with full 3D control using that silly little drag your button around thing I was talking to Marie about. Extremely engaging, very logistical, and blah 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 blah. But smartphones penetrate 3/4 of the world 8 billion population.
Yeah.
If you can get a platform that works even somewhat on a phone, you're hitting sustainability, accessibility right in the gut.
Yeah.
Without requiring desktops or even high-end laptops or even pads. So that's just something in the back of my mind when I think about strategically. The other thing, and Val's going to just love this. In a minute, remember, my emphasis is on hybrid tech. We're using Discord in order to speak, so we don't have because it supposedly helps. Although I'm holding my finger against push to talk all the time here, but usually you can use a Discord and a platform at the same time, and it helps a lot. So I don't necessarily think a platform has to do all of the chatty and the talky stuff. What it does have to do, I think, this is where Val's going to love it, is objects in space. Objects in space. So you guys uploaded models and things. Can you build a model from scratch here? I don't know if you. I don't know. The only place I know where you can do that is Second Life. I don't even know if Mozilla Hubs lets you build it from scratch without having to upload it. But if we're going to co-creatively build objects in space, that's another thing that I'm testing in my mind on these apps. They're not the same as your tests, but you guys are going to have 5 to 10 tests, and I'm going to have 5 to 10 tests, and some of them are going to overlap. So sustainability as in accessibility mobile, and being able to co-creatively maybe build objects in space would be pretty awesome. Over.
So I think one of the things the issue that we have here is that we're still dealing with the fact that we're on the web, and so these
platforms, no matter how you look at it, they're going to be way more limited than the platforms, for example, like ScienceBase and Second Life and Sansar and all the other ones that you have to kind of download an interface for that can do things.
Are you guys
like,
still there?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Can you hear us?
Oh, you know what? I heard something change on
Well, I seem
Discord.
to have lost, and I got logged out of Frame, and I can't get back in. So
Weird.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Do we have more than one person in here? I have 8 people here.
Who is somebody in here twice? That might be a problem.
I think James has joined us, and he
Yeah, I
wasn't
just
here
jumped
prior,
in.
so we are maxed out.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's James's sidearm.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you're in
other-
as James.
Other James. James Atlanta.
Oh,
Oh,
loud, I
James.
James.
Hi, James.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
James.
Oh, now
So
we
only
are,
8
we
people.
Are, we are.
now we're 9
8
people.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, sidearm. It's the room's maxed out now. That's a real bummer of a limitation. 8 people in a frame.
Well,
James
I was
is
trying.
doing the
I was trying to
math.
find out how much, like what the, like if you were to do a subscription, if there were more. One thing I really like about Spatial is that even with a free account, you can get 50 people in one room. But anyway, one of the things that I wanted to say to address that, I agree with the mobile thing, but and I also think the answer is going to be web-based, and I don't know that what was I going to say, that Second Life will ever have a decent mobile version working. I think it's too heavy for it at this point. And I don't know if 5G is going to make a difference or not, but I'm not sure how much of the world has 5G, right?
I don't know. I got into the car with my mobile, my iPhone, and it's on 5G, and it's kind of not fun. But I'm not, you know, what can I say? It's like you move your finger around to move or something.
Yep, I know. It's
Yeah.
not it's not as intuitive. But then again, the headsets aren't that much fun either.
No, they're not. No. I'm still stuck with the laptop for enjoyment purposes.
Yeah.
You guys on
Well,
the
Sidearm had a
survey.
point, that so many people only use small devices and smartphones, but that to me it's just not as immersive, and it's certainly not as productive as an educator because it's so tiny.
Yeah.
But so it's like we have to balance who we're teaching and what they have along with how we can be productive. So I think for creating the content, I have to have a big screen to see
Yeah.
all the tools.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, at some level, it's important. I just went to a conference that was with a bunch of global educators. There's people from Africa and India and different places in the developing worlds. And yeah, I think mobile and is an important consideration, but I agree there's inherent limitations for what we can do. If you can get on a mobile device and get on Canvas and read some content, watch a video, that's great. But there's certain things you just can't do without a device, right? I
Yes.
just don't see that. I think we have to be realistic that there's some things that just, even if you can come in here on a mobile device, which Sidearm is in here on a mobile device, it's too limited, and we just have to accept the fact that there's things we can't do, and so that's a equity issue, and
let me build on that a little bit, because the main thing I'm noticing being on a mobile right now is, okay, to me the real difference between all these devices is how do you use your hands to manipulate the environment. And
oh, that's weird.
our ears and eyes are the primary way we engage with each other right now, as a matter of fact. I'm not even looking at you as avatars because reasons. Most of the events that I go to at the VWEC, which is a wonderful event schedule, you're sitting and using your eyes and ears. You're not walking around jumping off and on objects. You're not using objects in space or creating them. So in order to do objects in space, you must have some ability to use your hands. It's very limited on mobile, I agree.
Yep.
Unless you plug it into a keyboard, which some people do. A pad, you can have a virtual keyboard and still have enough screen real estate to see what you're doing. A laptop, you can use the keyboard and the mouse, or if you have a VR headset, use the controllers and look about you, same as desktop. Some of the, I think it was Quest has a beta that lets you, it tries to read your eye movements instead of your hands, or it just reads your hands without having to have controllers. But see what they're doing? They're trying to let you use our hands. In the real world, we use our hands. So it's not just the device with the eyes and ears, it's also the hand literally being able to manipulate the device to manipulate the virtual environment. Over.
Yeah. And so what's interesting about that is you're talking, I think that what you're asking for is going to end up being what augmented reality is, right? So in augmented reality, you have like HoloLens or Magic Leap. That particular technology has hand and eye tracking, and you're able to manipulate virtual objects in your real environment. And so that would be a place that you could do maybe collaborative stuff in the real world, right? But in a virtual world, it's much, and especially if you're talking about web technology, it's way more difficult, unless you're on a headset and you have controllers, or you have a hand tracking from the headset itself. I don't know that there are any major headsets out there with hand tracking, unless you put a Vive tracker on your hand, maybe. But anyway, the like what Bethany was saying, that there aren't many. With the phone, it's going to be really hard to do the kinds of stuff that we do in Second Life, even if Second Life did get a mobile version, right? I mean, how do you use primitives to create something more complex and texture it correctly is really difficult to see on those tiny devices.
I agree with what you're saying. That's why I've been intrigued by these two games that I've been researching for the last year and a half. But for example, the Rail game, which is kind of a logistics game, you connect things with, tracks, and it uses spline fitting, but it's a 3D drag around and look environment. It's Flycam, and I've been learning how to draw aesthetic looking shapes to connect hubs and things, and blah 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 blah. I've been amazed at how much I can do with just dragging my frickin' finger across a screen from visual cues. It has to be a double white arrow connecting to a double white arrow, for example. So I feel confident that over time, if there's enough demand, they'll keep evolving the interfaces. I agree also that the AR type of approach, where, for example, through your headset, looking on my kitchen table, I see a virtual keyboard, and I start tapping on the faux vinyl plywood. But the eye tracking is reading my fingertips well enough to know, okay, that was a QWERTY, and off it goes. So I don't need the physical device connected. I just need a very sophisticated eye tracking and software system, which will probably mean, as you also, like Vario, the headset will be wired, connected to the laptop or whatever, because the bandwidth of the signaling and the processing is just too heavy to get through. But you know what? That's what computers went through from big to little over time. So currently, you're absolutely right. We're not there yet. But what catches my eye and attention over and over is the little nudges as we go forward. And of course, we're all being driven by, for what purpose? Who are we teaching, and for what are we teaching them to do? And I don't think I think some small percent of our students are going to be, VR developers and experts. And that's why I like how Marie teaches veterinarians and they invent veterinarian games that are available on Steam. Ka-ching! They're broadly career enhancing, and because of the trend in the mindset of the world that we are creators, whatever tools we use don't necessarily be digital or YouTube, that we are creators. Like Val says, we're creators as well as consumers, and even that gets taught in a VR class. Even if they never touch VR again, they'll have had the experience of creating an object in 3D and knowing that they can do it. Anyway, so I agree with your points. I'm just watching trends where it's going over.
So one of the places that we've been to recently apparently works on mobile, and I'm not sure that anybody's tried it yet, but it does allow you, I think, to build. It's one of the It's like one of the easiest things that you can use to build things. Although the primitives are not, again, as primitive as, say, Second Life. And that is Hyperworld. Did anybody who went on that, did they try on their phone?
I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody was on their phone that day. Sidearm, you were there, right? Did you go?
I was not.
James, you were at Hyperworld, right?
Yeah, but I was on a web browser, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody saying they were on a phone, but it works on a phone.
Yeah.
Well, it says it works on a phone. That's why I'm wondering if it does work on a phone, because
Right,
that's the other thing. It's like let's take Spatial for example. Spatial does exactly what Sidearm is saying. You go in there and you move around with this little dot, with your finger, and you do it for a while and it becomes second nature. But there's lots of things you can't do on the mobile that you can do in the browser. For example, in Spatial, they have these bubbles that allow you to go open up another browser window, and even actually it doesn't work in mobile, and it doesn't work on the Quest either. You can't actually go to a different website. So there is a lot of work to do, and I think maybe, and also in these spaces, most of them, you work in Unity and upload. It's not like on the spot collaborative building.
Right.
Hey, who's Emilio? In our Discord channel? Hello.
Let's see.
Just wondering if it's one of us. I'm like, who's this? Come on, we can see you. Speak up. Or chat at us.
Yeah, Emilio's here.
Yeah.
Hello, Emilio.
Come on.
Emilio?
Yeah, chat at us. Okay, chat is chatting at us on desktop. Who are you? We don't know. We know who everybody is here in here. We don't know who you are.
On desktop as usual, no mic.
No
Okay,
mic.
type Emilio.
Yeah. Just wondering, because you know what? I have to stop putting out the survey to just in chat. I put it in chat because, okay, Science Circle. Great. Glad to have you.
Welcome, actually,
Glad
welcome.
to have you. We have, there's only 8 spots. Okay. I'm chatting at them. There's only 8 spots. So if somebody wants to jump out so that they can jump in, there's only 8 spots available.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I can jump out. I have to go to a board meeting anyway, so I'm going to head out. This was great. Keep in
Me
touch.
too. I'm
I'll
going
see
with
you all
Val to
soon.
the meeting. All right.
Okay, see you soon.
All
Bye,
right.
y'all.
Bye.
Okay,
That was great.
don't
Good to
forget
be
the
back.
Bye.
don't forget the survey,
Did
guys.
you guys see that
Yeah.
survey link in
You
there?
send it by email, please.
Yeah, I see it.
I will. Okay.
I'll look in the
I'm
chat.
I couldn't get back in, so send it by email or I guess
Bye.
paste it in Discord, the link.
Okay,
only
I'll
5 here now,
I'll
James.
do. Bye, everyone. I'll look for the email for the link.
Okay.
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 Bye. Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
Good to see you, Pat. Bye.
Oh, Emilio's gonna come in, but
Okay, then I'll come back in.
yeah,
I just jumped out because
people
Here.
are out. Come on in.
where's the URL? Here it is. Yeah, it's
Sidearm-
really. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Sidearm's voice is good for being on phone, so I wonder if you're using a headset.
Where's the
I am using, I'm using a Bluetooth headset and then my phone mic.
Okay, it sounds good. Did you want to jump back in? There are only 6 here now.
Yeah.
So, Amelia, can you hear us on the Discord?
Okay, I will.
Can you hear us? Yeah. Can you hear us on Discord? Question mark. Don't stay long for me. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Anybody going to the lighthouse? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Emilio's in the voice
Okay.
chat.
Yeah.
so,
If you click on the chair icon in the lower left hand or down at the bottom toolbar, you'll be able to get out of that chair and move around.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Lock to a chair when you start.
Yeah.
It is weird. It is weird.
We've been in here for an hour, so people have just left. But we're glad you joined us. You should come to more of our VR Exploders. This was a good one, you guys. I feel like it was really productive, and I
It was
have
very productive, and we didn't go anywhere. We were just staying hanging out.
yeah, we were going to
here.
go to other ones, but I feel like we had some really good discussion and everything.
We
need to
can
go
if
to
you
the
want to.
beach.
I put the link for the iWarrior room up in on my picture if you guys wanted to jump into there and see that one. It's a different model.
Yeah, actually,
Where-
I built that room. Well, I created the room a long time ago and started the bones of it. And then Callie, who's a student, one of our MLIS students, she built the rest of the room out. You guys want to go there? Let's.
Yeah, where did you put it?
Yeah.
The link.
It's on the. It's
on the wall
linked to
over
my
there.
image that I put up.
Right
The
now.
iSchool Hubs team poster.
I will go ahead and open it, and I'll put it in chat here.
I did, but it got lost. Oh, are you gonna put it in
Here's
Discord?
the other room.
Yeah.
Think there we go. There connect.
I'm going to move out also, but I will drop a impromptu group shot that I just took
Thank
on
you.
Discord.
Thank
If you didn't get
you.
a picture already. Okay.
Always good to see you. I'm gonna put it in chat
Yeah.
here. This is where
Good to see you. We're gonna try roadblocks next time.
going.
Just
here.
let me
Oh,
know.
okay. Good.
We just have to
Okay.
figure out how to use it. Oh, that's interesting. Our avatars all changed when we
Yeah.
came in here.
No, my avatar is the same.
No, it isn't. I don't see your legs.
You don't have a body.
Oh,
you only, I mean, you
you're
only have a
right.
body. No extremities.
Why? Now, why would that be?
No clue.
You know what? I wonder if there's a lot of content in
know.
this room. I wonder if it says because there's audio, and I wonder if it's
Yeah, maybe.
there's more content. That's interesting.
This is also an older room. Maybe it has something to do with when we built it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Wow.
This
Wow.
is nice, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was
still
wondering.
very
I don't
proud of
think. Yeah, it came out nice. I'm proud of it too.
Oh, wow. I have to bookmark this for my class.
You can go upstairs too. There's more
Could
upstairs.
I make a video of this
Yeah.
and put it up in my spatial room?
Yeah, I don't think this was a what was it, Callie? A mock-up for Dr. Chow's.
It was a
project.
proof
It
of
didn't get
concept.
funded.
Yeah, it was a proof of concept for a grant that he was applying for that didn't get funded. So it's just kind of not used for anything now, other
Yeah.
than,
Yep.
you know,
So yeah,
a proof of concept, I guess, in general that you can do this.
yeah. So Marie, this is a collaborative build. It's my room, but then I gave Callie editing permissions, and she built out most of. I mean, I put the model and the 360 photo and the sound in here.
Yeah.
But then she put in all this content, so it's a student built. Yeah. I think it would.
And
it's a good
I made
example.
all the posters and stuff in Canva. So like all the
Okay.
graphics,
Oh, nice.
I made all the graphics in Canva. And a lot of them have links. Like a lot of them are links to videos and different things. So yeah, you're right, Bethany. There is no I built in on the graphics that say click here to watch or click here to do this. Like when I when I created the
right.
graphics, I put it in there. That's probably what I was thinking, but there's nothing built in the platform that says that there's a link to it, that there's a link, you know, embedded
this
in
is
the
so
image
cool.
or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm clicking on Lynette, and I can go to her video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is cool. I haven't even looked at a lot of this content that's upstairs. These teachers,
Yeah,
fourth grade
thanks.
teacher. Wow, Crow Tribe of Montana. This is awesome. This is actually a
Thank
really
you.
great. I've cammed out. One of the things I like about this, you can cam out in 3D view, you guys, if you left click, and then you can click and drag on the. And I've cammed way out using my scroll wheel, so I can see this entire model, and I can see people moving around. I do really kind of like Frame. I mean,
I do too.
I'm just waiting for it. Well, it is paid. It only lets 8 people be in here, right? And so, I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is nice. You could do this in what do you call it?
Spatial.
Hubs too.
Yeah, this is.
that's nice.
Yeah. No, this is. It's similar. I don't think you can cam out like this though. You don't have the same camera controls. But.
And honestly, I felt like it was easier to build in here because everything's built in. You don't have to go back and forth from like hubs to spoke. Yeah. So because you can just click on and off the edit button, I felt like I was able to do it a little bit faster when I was just learning, because I was just learning both when I built this.
But that's manual labor. You have to build the whole room out. Now, the thing with hubs, you guys, is that you can have one room and you click a button and poof, res the entire scene and then say, okay, now let's go to this other space. You click a button with your tour, with your people in there, and poof, the entire room changes around you. That you cannot do with this, right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So,
just so you guys know too, over off to the side, like behind where we first popped in, they did a presentation for a conference, and I was able to put the slides in here for their presentation. So you can click through the slides.
Yeah, Marie,
which is cool in world.
Yeah, Marie and Callie, maybe for the Internet Librarian Conference in October, maybe this would be one of the places we bounce to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Just because we want some different good examples, and this is primarily, it's student built, but it's also collaborative. Didn't Lynn do some of the edits in this too, Callie? No,
it was just me. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you and me.
A few minutes. Roundtable on generative AI. Oh, I just went to a whole conference for. Yeah, that's cool. Science Circle. That's cool. Maybe I'll head in there for a few minutes. Yeah. Thanks, Emilio, for putting that in.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, it is the top of the hour, you guys. So this was awesome. This was a good one.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to come into frame. Yep. I didn't go in last time you guys went, so I'm glad I got to join you.
It's been a while. It's changed a lot. So we're looking at some of the places that have changed a lot since the last time we went, and I think maybe the last time we went was 2021, right?
It's weird. I've lost myself. You know how you can just double click and get back behind your avatar? I've cammed way out and I don't know where I am. Oh, there I am. Okay. Zoom in. I'm like, oh my god, I'm lost.
Just one quick question before we go. Who is the model of that's going around in a circle in the middle here?
It's Dr. Chow.
It is. How did you guys make a 3D model of him?
So they did it at the Clever Lab with John Oakes. They did a 3D scan of him, and then it was sent to me as a whatever file this was, I don't remember, and then I put it in here. And it hasn't. He wanted to put it in hubs originally, but it's too big to put in hubs, and so I couldn't put it in there. But it did work in here.
That's
so
probably like a GLB or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but John did all of the creation of it, and then he just sent me the file.
You know, it is so ironic that the file was too big for hubs, because I told you guys about the years ago when I did the Latrobe reading room. I had that in Mozilla, and I went into it with an Oculus Rift. It was amazing. So it's a huge model, and I put it in Mozilla Hubs, and I tried to put it in Frame, and it crashed the frame. And then Gabe showed up in my room for a minute, and I emailed him.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me that.
And I told him about that. He says, "Oh yeah, Mozilla's awesome." He says, "If that won't work, it's like it was too big for." It was the exact same file, and it did not work in Frame. This was a couple years, like 2 years ago, but. Before we go too, I wanted to mention, Marie, I sent you an email about that XR group from Educause. You know, and Callie, you should be on this too. Like, I think we should, I think you should get on that list and reach out. I've already showed them some iSchool Hub stuff. 6 months ago or whatever. But yeah, I just think you should be in there. And I don't know.
What is it? Can you give me,
It's-
it's like, email me something about it?
Well, I'm mostly saying, yeah, I'll send you an email about it, Callie. But it's
Okay.
yeah, maybe you can present there too. They're looking for people to present on XR, and they want to host an event in World. And I took them into an iSchool Hubs room, you know,
Oh, cool.
or whatever. But I think other people, and since you're about to graduate, Callie, that might be an opportunity for you to get plugged into the people
Cool.
who run it are from, yeah, it's a good group of people. I'll forward you the email.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess one other question, Emilio, if you're still here, can you put your email that you signed up for in the chat, because we're going to be sending out a survey.
Or you can give it to me. You filled out our thing, right, Emilio? You can give it to me or
Okay,
Marie.
okay, got it. Yeah, no, I recognize the name.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to send everybody a link to this is a survey that we do. It's very short, but it's helping us collect data about these different spaces.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks you guys for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live stream, and yeah, post your pictures in here if you took pictures, but I didn't take any pictures.
I took
didn't
one.
either.
I took one of Val's laser eye, but Bethany, Emilio asked a question in the chat. Is that the right
Where?
URL? I don't know.
Where's the chat?
Under the VR.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
That's it. Okay.
Right? I'm gonna make sure. It usually it has the name on there. Please tell us your thoughts. I mean, that is the only survey I put in. Yeah. Okay. I'll fill it out too. Okay.
Good work. I think Bethany, you and I need to go figure out what we're gonna do with
For October.
roadblocks.
Yeah.
And we should not wait till a week before it's.
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
I have to send out the email, because if we got every few other people will have had experience there. So.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Can you
Love
still hear me?
Yeah.
Marie, I sent you a couple, I think I did, to the VR lab distribution, and Bethany, I added you on some of the recent Roblox commercial apps. But Abu Dhabi has a Roblox tour. L'Oreal has something. Walmart has something. So I'll keep forwarding those. But that's what's caught my attention. Roblox has 10 times as many average daily users.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah. After reading.
And they have a major marketing program, and I heard the marketing director speak at the old ISTE in Second Life, that Spiff and Serena and others would run. And I was impressed with her, and I was impressed with the presentation. Even though, quote unquote, it's for kids, we're talking middle school to high school, and they can create stuff and they can sell it. So that caught my attention. But you're right, you need to go somewhere where it's not like in the middle of Roxborough Junior High School for us to have a meeting.
And I think when I went in, thank you, Emilio. When I went in, it put me in whatever, welcome center, and it was mobbed, and it was all kids, and it felt really, I think I figured out that I could go to my house, and so I quickly went to my house, but then I wasn't sure where else I should go, so I didn't have a lot of time to play around with it.
That's
That
what
was
happened
my
to me in
experience,
Second Life.
Marie.
For a couple years, all I did was go to my house in Second Life, right? I was like afraid to
Right,
talk
right.
to anybody. All right,
But I
I'm
could
gonna.
hear thousands of kids talking. I mean, it was obviously kids.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a plan then to Sidearm definitely email us the those locations or whatever, and we'll put that. I've been wanting to go there for a while too. So.
Yeah.
All right, thanks you guys. I'm gonna pop into Science Circle in a minute. I'm gonna get myself another coffee, and I'm gonna just go pop in because generative AI, man, generative AI. I just went to a conference with Coursera on this too, in the future of learning. So cool. All right, you guys.
Yep. Bye.
See
Bye-bye.
you
Thanks.
later.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
you guys. Stop this.